Hi, this is our director's commentary of our opening scene, Deception. Okay, so at the start of the film, we was inspired by the film Leon the Professional, which had extreme close-up shots at the start of a businessman and a ninja, but which is the same in ours. We got the businessman dressed in quite formal suit to add to make him look more wealthy, and I'd give him a cigar because that's what businessmen do.
Yeah, the lighting we done just by turning off all the lights in the hall and just by using a little desk lamp, which we think just works really well. And overall we put it in black and white because our teacher said that would just look better, to be honest.
Here's our production logos, which we made using Photoshop, which wasn't too hard, really.
Yeah, we decided to do an opening sequence like this one, with the fades from objects of relevance in each house, because not many films are like that, and we think is really effective.
Yeah, we got that off the film V for Vendetta, where they switch between the rooms in the same sort of way we done, really, but we got quite good feedback from our teacher. I think it worked quite well. Watch it too. Anyway, so now we go into the main part of our film, where we're just loading up the car. The business is loading up the car into his Jag XF, which we're quite fortunate that my dad has, because it adds to makes the businessman look a bit more classy. We also tried to use like more interesting shots by using the parts of the car, like the vents coming down and the thingy coming up.
Thingy.
Yeah. The thing.
Yeah, basically the driving from the house to the thing, we tried to make the shots kind of similar, as I think you can see from this one coming up in a minute. The ninja runs across the screen and then the car comes over it, so we try to make the shots a bit similar like that.
We also tried to make the shots as diverse as possible, as to make it more interesting, really, you know. Anyway, this is the bit where that deal actually takes place. It's actually taken on our local golf course, which is actually really quite busy, but we tried to use camera angles and shots which wouldn't show any cars or anything to make the area look quite secluded.
Yeah, we also think that the background view of the cliffs and the background look really good, and our teacher said we should kind of keep it like that, if you know.
Yeah, again, we tried to use a lot of different shots and different angles because I think it makes it look a lot better, really.
That briefcase as well, that's just a poker set from Argos, $29.99. But we thought it would actually look really good because it's quite small as well, instead of carrying around those big leather ones.
Also, the drugs in there is actually Egyptian herbal tea.
And sugar.
And sugar, yeah, but you can't quite see that.
Yeah, for the actual money that you'll see in a minute, it's actually only £80, but we just cut up a load of newspaper the same size and just piled them together with elastic bands. But as you can see there, it doesn't really look that noticeable. This bit, we tried to think of an idea why a businessman would pull over, but we decided to have a phone call because obviously it's illegal to go on your phone when you're driving. So we thought that'd be a good idea, just to stop the car.
We actually got this next idea again from Leon, where, as you could just see, the ninja comes out from not being able to be seen, and then we just sort of fade to cut black, which just looked really good. In the titles, they were inspired by Law Abiding Citizen, where it's just a plain black background, and it looks quite simple, but it gives a good effect. We timed it with the music to bounce out at you, but I think it turned out a lot better than our original version. Okay, well, have you got anything else to say, Jordan?
No, not according to any of my notes.
Okay, well, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Basically, a production company, they're kind of responsible for the whole film from the start to the finish, like from when the initial ideas have been created right to the end of filming.
They also have the legal and financial responsibility of the whole film, so basically they're the boss. They do everything. They sort all their organisation.
If the film's really good, then they get loads of credit, and if it's bad, they just Don't.
Well done. Excellent work.
Well, basically, a film distributor is a company or individual that's responsible for releasing films to the public. For example, just either theatrically or just for home viewing, like on TV and stuff like that.
Some big examples of this would be Universal, we've got 20th Century Fox,
Like Momentum, Columbia Pictures,
MGM. But anyway, also they have, obviously, for example, 20th Century Fox, they only release their biggest films on that company. But also they have smaller divisions of that company, like they've established Fox 2000, which is a mini studio focusing on general entertainment, and Fox Searchlight Pictures, which produces specialised films aimed at sophisticated adult audiences. Did you know that? You didn't. They didn't.
I don't reckon they did, no.
I think we would want a larger company like 20th Century Fox and Universal.
It's because they're really big companies that are well known across the world, and they'd probably be able to distribute our film really easily because it's so good.
Okay, basically there are two types of investments for films. One is Super Angel. Is that right? Yeah, Super Angel, which is basically a very rich man or woman who wants to invest in a film. The other type is, Jordan.
Well, they're banks that specialise in the film industry, and they loan money based on the size of the studio producing the film. So if it's just a really well-known company, they give out quite a bit of money, and if it's just not a very good one, they won't.
I think we probably go for the try and find a rich person because it's probably easier. What do you think?
You can get your dad to do it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right, basically in our production, because we directed it, acted in it and edited it, we didn't want to put our names 3 times because it might look a bit stupid, and also we had limited time in our opening sequence because it was quite complex. We had special areas in the sequence where we wanted to put titles.
Yeah, we didn't write edited by or the other thing.
Directed
by, just because it would be boring.
Well, not because it'd be boring, because, like we said, we don't want to put 3 times. I think our film would be institutionally similar to a film that was released at the cinema, like
Jumper.
Night and Day, Born Identity.
Jumper.
You already said that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're big action films, aren't they, Joel?
Yeah, they're probably films that would be better to see at the cinema because of all the music background and stuff.
The experience of
the
being
experience would just be brilliant.
Yeah, and hopefully,
Jumper.
if a film impressed me enough at the cinema, I would buy it
Jumper.
on DVD or Blu-ray. High definition. People like that. I'd be more if it impressed me, I'd be more likely to buy it. And that's how we would want our film to be recognised institutionally. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. That's the end. Hope you liked our original film. We haven't seen it already. Bye.